Well, hello everyone, welcome to the Leroy Sane fan channel. Realistically, I've been making lots and lots of videos about Sane, but it's only because that's all the news around Bayern is right now. I could be making content about match days. I could be making content about just our general club and like talking about general topics. But if I'm being honest, right now the Sane story gets more views. Okay, it gets more views. So we might as well call it the Leroy Sane fan channel. So the headline says right there, Sane announced Wednesday. So the story coming out and over the last couple of days is that Sane has been agreed, and what I heard today is that he's coming Wednesday. I'm not gonna make a video in the next 3 days until the deal is done. Okay? If the deal isn't done by the end of the England transfer window, which ends in a week, I will not be posting. I'll be posting normal videos. But I think I am tired of talking about Sane. Even though it gets a lots of views, it gets lots of attention. I'm tired of talking about it. I'd like to make normal videos, like Bayern losing to Dortmund in the Super Cup, even though it's a trophy that I don't care about. Someone said it was just a glorified friendly, and that's true. All these trophies that the winners of the leagues and the runner-up do is just stupid to me. I don't care about those trophies, and I don't care about the. For me, it's this friendly game. You can make 9, 11 subs in one game. It's not, for me, I don't care about the Super Cup. Okay, so I'm not really gonna be mad about Bayern losing it, even though I'm still passionate about my club. I don't care about these pesky low club trophies. They're not for us. Okay, the Champions League, the league, and the DFB Pokal. Those are the cups I care about, and I don't care about the DFB Super Cup. Not saying it's not important or it's not a trophy or taking its value. I just don't care. So the news around now is that Sane is going to be announced by Wednesday. So an interesting thing that I found out over the last couple of days. I need some water. An interesting thing I found out over the last couple of days is that basically Bayern and Man City have had an agreement, right? But what they didn't have was Sane saying, yes, 100% I'll go to Bayern, right? So City were hoping they would convince Sane to stay and give him a new contract, and Bayern were hoping Sane would say, I want to leave City. So the deal and the whole perspective right now is that Sane has signed a $15 million deal with Bayern, and that's so much better than I thought, because I'm gonna go to my calculator now. Actually, you know what? I have the school calculator that I never use. So 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros divided by 52 weeks in a year. He's earning $288,000 a week. Okay, that is just, it's not dollars. It's probably pounds or something, or euros. Euros would be better because there's lower value. My point is, I thought it was gonna be. Some people were saying 25 million, 20 million. Okay, those are extremely high numbers. But he's gonna be earning basically $290,000 a week, and that's perfect. Okay, at City he's earning like 150, which is basically double his wage, but he deserves it because what Sane brings into our side is absolutely exceptional, and he is too good to not be earning that money. And one thing I noticed from the match today is we were playing Thomas Muller at wing, and we were also playing Kingsley Coman. We had Alphonso Davies, who came on at left back, where he played right wing for like 30 seconds and went to left back. We don't have depth in wing anymore. Robin and Ribery have left a huge void. Okay, I don't ever want to see Thomas Muller play wing. My point with Muller is he's slow. He's not particularly skillful. He doesn't have the finishing anymore. He's not the best, crosser or passer of the ball naturally as Gnabry are. Mullah is a versatile player who forces himself into other positions. You can put him in midfield, but he's just versatile enough to be there. My point is, I don't want to see him again at wing. And the problem is, if Coman or Gnabry gets injured, we are screwed for. If they get injured for even one game, we are screwed. That's what defines the Champions League, the league title. We are so screwed. But Sane, we now have three exceptionally good wingers, right? Sane is going to be starting, of course, over Coman. Coman will gain, a lot of people are saying that, because Sane will come, it means Coman's development will stop. Well, let me say this. Sane came into the City side, and him and Sterling were battling out. Guess what? They're now both world class. Okay, you don't have to be the number one guy. You can compete and get games here and there, and then keep your form, and you get good as well. Each player will get an opportunity, and hopefully, Coman gets an opportunity to prove himself. If Gnabry is injured and we don't have a fourth winger to replace him, then Coman gets a chance at right wing, and then Sane. But my point is, we need a third winger. We need a third winger who is world class and an out and out winger. So, in other words, there was news that Leon Bailey was agreed. For me, he's worth 40 million max. Okay, 20 million. I don't care. Leon Bailey hasn't had a good season. There was a lot of talk of him last summer, but he's worth 40 million max. 30 million. I'm being nice here. This guy is just he's had a good first season, right? Yeah. He had a good decent first season with Leverkusen coming in January, right? From Genk. He had a very good first season, and then last season he coasted. He wasn't doing very particularly well. So I don't know. He should just be a bench player, okay? There's no way he's better than Coman. He has a goal in him. I mean, he always has a goal in him, but I just don't. I don't see us having such a. He hasn't even had that big of an impact. He's had an impact in Belgium, but not necessarily at Leverkusen. And we want a player who's ready. But I don't know. I don't know about Leon Bailey. I think we should go for Bergwijn or something. What's his name? Bergwijn, right? Bergwijn will cost us like 30 million. He's a player from PSV Eindhoven or something like that in the Netherlands. I watched him versus England. He's exactly what we would need at right wing. He's a versatile player who can also play left wing. He's also capable playing up top, but I don't think he should be playing up top. But I think we need players like him who can come in and just make the difference, right? I'm tired of youngsters being given shots or strikers being put at wing. I don't want to see Fighter Arp at wing. Okay, I don't want to see Feet Arp. I don't know how to say his name. I don't care. I don't want to see him at wing if we don't have enough wingers. Okay, my point is we need versatility all over the pitch, but we also need quality in that versatility. Mula was that player for us who could play essentially everywhere, but he's gotten kind of older, and his age isn't necessarily on the side anymore. Some players have primes at different stages in their career. Muller's prime was just from youth, like 23 to like 28, and he's 29, about to turn 30, and his prime, he's faded. Okay, if he does well next season or the start of the season, bang, he's the guy to go. But I don't think he should be starting. We need that versatility. We need depth in the squad, and I think today against Dortmund proved that. So I hope Sane comes. I'm praying he comes, man. Sane is gonna change our play so much. We're gonna have much more pace. There were so many chances where Coman, all he had to do was do one little thing and whip it in, but he's so inexperienced. Whereas Sane has played in the Prem against the big guys, and he's gonna come to one of the best clubs in the world, compete in the Champions League. Because realistically, most of us Bayern fans, we don't care about the league or the DFB Pokal. Even our board don't really care, right? Our board have come out and said the Champions League is the most important trophy for us. Honestly, because it is. There's no much more of an important trophy than the Champions League. Why? It's the hardest to win, and you gain the title for a whole season, a whole year of being called the best team in Europe or the champions of Europe. Europe is like the continent. That's the best trophy in the continent. So as a club, we need to win that, right? So definitely, man, I really think we need to be competing in the Champions League, and in order to do that, we need more depth. Um, I think I'm done with Sane right now. I've talked about Sane's salary. I've talked about his fee for me 120 million. There's no way it goes over that. If it goes over that, maybe 123 million and 50 cents somewhere, okay? But honestly, I don't think the fee should go that high, nor should it actually do it in the first place. Sane is a good player. He's fantastic at what he does, but I'd be scared if we were paying 150 million for him. Okay, I'd be scared. Even though Barcelona paid like 100 and was it? It was like 100 million for Dembele. I I get that, they paid it, but Barcelona don't necessarily have a smart transfer policy, whereas we do. I mean, we've gotten some very, very good players over the years for way under their value. So, uh, we got Thiago from Barcelona, for example, right? He was an underfavored player. A lot of people weren't really talking about him at the time, but we got Thiago for 25 million, and if we sold him today, he's worth at least 100 million, right? Because Thiago is that type sort of player. So I don't think we'll be paying 150 million for Sane. Our board are too dang smart for that. Okay, we literally paid Gnabry. Well, we paid 8 million for Gnabry. And teams will die and give us 100 million and above just to have a player like him. But our players aren't leaving us. We're like one of the biggest clubs in the world. Why would they leave one of the biggest clubs in the world? Where else would you go? It's only like Barcelona, Real Madrid, and that's like the only competitors in terms of like doing good season after season. So Bullet Club Elite has subscribed to you on YouTube. Oh, thank you, Bullet Club Elite, for subscribing to me on YouTube. I don't even know why I'm saying. Oh, we reached 10 subscribers. That's so cool. It's not a lot, but dang, that's 10 people that decided, oh, this kid's babbling. I'm gonna just subscribe. But we shouldn't be paying 150 million for Sane. And Mark Roca, we've talked about everything related to Sane. Mark Roca, Jesus Christ. Why is this news going cold? He has a 40 million release clause. We offered them 18 million. That's laughable. Look, if you give him 30 million, that's just 10 million under his release clause. His release clause, considering he's a 22-year-old with lots of potential, is awfully low. I mean, if it was like, if he was a kid who wasn't from Espanyol but was from a bigger club like Atletico Madrid, his release clause would be approximately 70 million. I mean, look at Rodri going to Man City when he should have come to Bayern because we're the real dons. At least we have fans who fill up the stadium. But that's weird that he chose to. That we're negotiating. I don't know. Just pay the release clause. Some transfers you just gotta. Even though, look, it's a bargain. 40 million is a bargain. But in today's market, if he does well next season, you already know 10 more clubs are gonna want him, and they're gonna be offering him a lot more. If PSG want him, they'll offer him $300,000 a week, and he's only 23 in a year. And we have to compete with PSG's wage structure and their money and oil money, right? We can compete with any club financially, but we can't compete with clubs like PSG or Man City because they get owner money and they do business quite smart, but at the same time they do it so aggressively. PSG bought Neymar for 222 million, and I think it was like the same year they finally activated. They did the buyout clause for Mbappe for 140 million. I'm sorry, but they are so rich. Okay, So in a year when Roca has played well for Espanyol and PSG want him, we can't do anything about how much money they're gonna offer him, and we can't mess up our wage structure. So guess what? Just spend the 40 million, give the kid $100,000 a week, and let him be, and let him play. Right? He'll come into that number six role, assist Thiago, and he'll be the passer to Sane. And ooh, we gonna have such a saucy midfield with Marc Roca. Honestly, saucy midfield. So I don't know why Bayern are holding out for 20 million and trying to negotiate a $40 million release clause. Jesus Christ. Or we're not negotiating the clause, we're trying to pay under his clause. But Espanyol have the power. They can, tell the player no, and it's a no. So also, I get the sense that when we sign Sane, we're going to be the story of Sane going to Bayern is over. That's the biggest transfer of the summer, I think. No. Griezmann would be. But the story of the whole Sane, I mean, it's the most ongoing story. I mean, the start of summer, even like since January, everyone knew Griezmann was coming to Barcelona, was going to Barcelona, right? So when we finally get Sane to sign that paper, he's wearing a Bayern shirt with the number 10 or 11 or 7 on it, or switch with Davies, and he's wearing the number 19. When we sign Sane, I get the feeling we're gonna have a little bit of a domino effect. We're gonna sign another player in just days after we sign Sane. I think the board members, everyone in the club is so focused on Sane right now. That's why we're hearing nothing about Roca. We're hearing nothing about any other players. Even Leon Bailey, who sources said he was basically agreed upon with the transfer of the player, we haven't heard a thing for like a few days. So I get the feeling that like when we sign Sane, probably early next week. I predicted like 2 weeks ago that we would sign him by the end of this week. The end of this week is in like 6 hours, so it's definitely not possible. The end of this week can't be possible because it's the end, and we're not gonna sign Sane. But I think Sane has been agreed. Man City and the money we're paying has been agreed. Everything has been agreed, but we just need to pay it. So when we get Sane, I think we'll be signing two more players, right? Because our board have said we're signing two more players. Lewandowski came out after the game and said, we need a bench, real quality from the bench. I love Alphonso Davies, but he's a project, right? The kid played in the MLS. Was it one good, really good season with 20 goals, and the other season he had, just in fact, instead of me babbling on, I'm just gonna make sure I'm like my point is Alphonso Davies is a project. He's 18. We can't rely on him to come off the bench and come make the difference. All right, what I want to see is his stats for Vancouver. So last season, oh shoot, he had 17 goal contributions last season, and the season before that he only had one assist for Vancouver Whitecaps, and he did pretty well in their championships, and he did quite well in their Champions League. But he's a project, right? And the Whitecaps too. The year before, he got 2 goals. Alfonso is a project, so we can't expect him to come off the bench and make a difference anywhere on the pitch for at least three seasons. Okay, I'm giving the kid 3 seasons because he's 18 right now. He's not Mbappe, okay? Because Mbappe is miles above him right now. But if under the right structure, that's why we're trying to get all these good coaches to our second team, and we play these good players on the second team. Guess what? We are only in a golden opportunity to develop quicker, right? Sing, right? This Kovac came out and said, "Oh, he's ready for first team action." No, he's not. The kid is so look. He has good, skills. I can see why we got him, but he has something that lacks. He doesn't have the physical presence that I'd want him to have as a midfielder. Look at Renato Sanchez and Singh. You see the big difference. Renato is so much more fluid and experienced, whereas Singh is still adapting. So he's not ready for at least 2 seasons, because again, he's only like 20 at the same time. I mean, Fight Arp, 19 years of age. I don't even know why we got him. I haven't seen anything on him. I mean, look, it's not like he destroyed Bundesliga 2. He didn't. There's no stat of him. At Hanover last season, he had 1 goal and 1 assist in 17 matches. And in the DFB Cup, he had 1 goal and 1 assist in 3 matches. And the season before that, when Hamburg were in the Bundesliga, he had 2 goals. Okay, and in Hanover 2, he had 3 goals. And in the under 19s Bundesliga, that's where he's really gotten the credibility. But he's also a project. We can't expect him to come replace Lewandowski. We still need we just need wingers, 2 wingers and a defensive midfielder. Javi Martinez for me is very old, right? And at the same time, Kovac doesn't seem to trust him or want him, and I understand why. Because Javi is slower, and compared to the pacey football we have nowadays, it's just not appreciated enough. So yeah, we do need so many more signings. So after the Sane thing is done, we'll get at least 2 more deals done. I think so. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much everyone for watching. We have 3 viewers right now, and at some point we had 4. That's insane. That's like 30% of the people subscribed to the channel watching. And yeah, I really appreciate each and every one. Thank you to the guy that subscribed. We're freaking growing this bloody community. We have 10 subscribers. I want to grow this to thousands of subscribers, because I just feel like Bayern needs a subscriber like channel for Bayern. We need to have a community where we sit together and agree, disagree. I don't care if you have comments. If you think I'm wrong on something, then guess what? You're more than welcome to tell me I'm stupid and wrong, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to just, understand other people and just have fun, man. I want to really have fun. So yeah, we wait for Sane. I can't upload. I'm not uploading another video on Sane, or streaming. I'm not making another live stream talking about Sane until we sign him, or we don't. Then I'll make a live stream, because I'm tired of doing these. It's too much Leroy Sane. We might as well call us the Leroy Sane fan channel. Alright, cool. So, Mia San Mia, and I'll see you next time. Dun, 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 dun.